Yo, hey, what's up, guys? Today I want to go over my full auto Hydra team, which is kind of insane, but it is nice because I will not go back to full manual teams anymore. I hate it. That's why I'm working on full auto teams and they do amazing. I think they do amazing. Maybe you have other opinion, but that's just okay. They do amazing for me because yeah, I can do over 2 billion damage total, like when everything the multipliers are in case and stuff. I can do over 2 billion damage for my clan, and most of the time we win. You see right there, number one, and that's cool. Not only to me, I got amazing people in my clan, but you need full auto team, and we will take a look at the run what I did on my Hydra hard team, and afterwards we're gonna discuss all the stats, strategy. Okay, strategy is just to press the auto button, you know, but yeah, afterwards we will discuss everything, and yeah, I will see you afterwards. So about 450 million damage, and that is amazing. But let's talk about why is it like that. Why don't we have block debuffs? Not block. No, wait. My arm annoyed. So 450 million damage on hard equals almost 900 million total score in Hydra Clash, and that is amazing. And the biggest thing is just because it was on full auto, and I'm well aware that the champions I'm gonna show you right now, it can't be good for everybody, because yeah, Hydra is really how can I say it, RNG heavy. Just let's say RNG heavy, and you gotta bring all those little tiny puzzle pieces to make it good on the end, to make it full auto. And I'm well aware if you don't have a Krisk, Tunisia, Duchess or something, this team will be nothing for you, but it might trigger some ideas for you. How can you handle Hydra and yeah, stuff like that. So let's talk about why everybody is in here. And yeah, Krisk, obviously he is there for our mischief tanking, but mischief tanking on Krisk is kind of 50%, 75% okay, and 25% of the time he's actually not the mischief tank. Why is that so? Because he cannot increase his own buffs to make it last for 3 turns while he's doing it on a 3-turn cycle. But that's why we got Mikage in there, and she will increase the duration of Krisk's his own given buffs, and he will be the mischief tank the whole time. And that's what we want, because you know how the drill is. Head of mischief, and she might screw you up, so that's why we have it set like that. But also he's our provoker, and he can only be a good provoker in our case. First of all, it's a 75% chance, but it's still okay. I take it. Sometimes you might lose the debuffs on the boss because you weren't able to get the provoke out there, but that's cool because we are 75% mostly lands, and it is kind of cool, and it mostly doesn't happen for me, but he needs increased speed. He gives increased speed to other champions, but not himself, so he needs increased speed. That's why Marshall is there, to get the increased speed out there all the time, and since we have 2 buff extenders, that will last forever. Naturally, Marshall is there and gives you increased speed, and it should be out there forever because she can do it on a 2-turn duration, given it for 2 turns, but she herself might loses it because she has the extra turn effect, and then she loses most of the buffs, and that's kind of her problem, Marshall, because she is... First let's talk about Duchess. Duchess is there to get the perfect veil out there for the blue head, to make him just not, yeah, get you the fear out there. But there's one dumb thing about Duchess, I really don't like it, but most champions are, they have a setup like that. When you killed a head, like let's take Geomancer, when you kill a head, he's aiming the burn on the fallen head, on the decapitated head, and that's mostly what the whole champions do. They just target dead heads, and that's cool. But Duchess is gonna always attack a living head, and most of the time she will attack the blue head, and that's really what I don't like, because she's gonna do her A1 on the blue head and might loses her opportunity to get the perfect veil out there. But she's there to get the perfect veil plus 2 buff extenders to make it last for 4 turns, while she's only casting it for 2 turns, they make it for 4 turns, so you should be okay for the blue head. Of course, that can fall out a little bit of order and stuff because it is not really speed tuned right now, but it makes it... You see what happened on the end, 450 million, so what am I supposed to say? But Marshall is a little bit dumb and good. First of all, she does the huge damage, that's cool. Put a damage set, she gets the leech out and you will heal out of it, that's super nice. But the extra turn mechanics sometimes will make her lose the perfect veil, the ally protection and stuff, and they just cannot come in between to extend it. So she's probably, like for example, Duchess giving perfect veil for 2 turns on Marshall. Marshall is next in order. She's gonna use her extra turn mechanic and loses all the buffs, and Mikage comes in and tries to extend it. That's kind of not the best thing in the world, but it is still nice. Maybe you got someone else. It needs increased speed, and a leech would be amazing, but a viewer asked me last time, like Gwendolyn, I think is her name. I took a look at her again, and I was like, huh, it's actually a nice champion too. That could be probably in the slot of that champion right here, or yeah, the rabbit could go in there, but I already use him in another team, and that's cool. So let's talk about Tunisia. Excellent champion in here, for real. Why? Because she can place the HP burn, and you might I forgot it for a long time, but if you get an HP burn out there and the poison cloud is out, the poison cloud does nothing. You can still crit, you can still land debuffs, you can do whatever you want. That's why we actually don't have block buffs in here, because we can take the damage, it's on hard mode, and we survive anyway. And that's why we can just bring the burns, and the burns go over poison cloud already placed. Like when they have poison cloud but they're not burning, you can still burn them, because he is first of all void. That makes it unbelievably good to land it. And okay, that's not the most good factor about it. The factor is that he can place HP burns before he actually attacks. That means, yeah, it's not dependable on weak attacks, so he can place it over and over again, and we can just hit the boss even when they have poison cloud or whatever. And HP burn in general is a good source of damage, and it's really cool. And also he does decrease speed with Krisk. It's gonna be a long video, guys, but it is important information about this team. And the decreased speed comes from Krisk and Tunisia. It is not consistent like you want it, but we got counter attack on Krisk, for example, makes it much easier to get more often out there and stuff like that. He will get a ton of damage when the enemy is attacking on ally protection, and so he's able to do more counter attacks and stuff. If somebody dies in here, we got Duchess reviving, and yeah, Mikage is there to get the ally attacks out there. It is really nice to get ally attack in here and increasing the buff duration, and that's basically what she does. Of course, she gives the increase attack and the increased crit damage, but increased crit damage we get also out of Marshall, so it's not so important. And yeah, unfortunately we don't have increased defense for our Michinaki, so he could do a little bit more damage. That's just how it is. That's why Tunisia and Marshall, they do general more damage than Michinaki. It kind of looks like he does the same as Tunisia, but he's a hex placer, so he will do decreased defense, hex, decrease attack, makes it us more stable on the end, and he will get credit about other attacks. Like for example, when Tunisia attacks and the 10% on hex bonus goes on Michinaki's counter, so you might think like, hey, he did amazing damage, but a ton of it was from other, yeah, Marshall, for example, did the damage what he was credited for. And yeah, so I think we got all over it, like what they are here. Like we get HP burns out, we get perfect veil out, and block debuffs and everything from Duchess. When somebody is dead, we're gonna pick them up. Mischief Tank is our Krisk plus decrease speed and also provoke. Tunisia is always there for the HP burn, Michinaki for the hex, decrease defense, and in general good damage and decrease attack, of course. Lady Mikage is there just, yeah, ally attacks and get the perfect veil up to 4 turns with Krisk together. And Marshall is basically just there for the healing and the damage. I turned off her A3 so she can just do A1s all the time, plus getting the leech out there, we can heal out of it. And War Master on some champions, I think, maybe not. We will see in a second. I thought like maybe I did War Master on Duchess or something so she can gain more heal out of the leech and something. But technically I don't know. And on the end we got over 2 billion damage for our Hydra clash, and it was all full auto, and that's what I really like. And I hope for you guys you find a team that makes it possible for you to go full auto and you are happy with the result. Maybe you get 40 million and you're happy, and then I feel good for you, because it is nice to get you just happy in raid instead of just get you frustrated all the time. You don't have to go 400 million or something. It is well doable without that. So, but let's go over the stats, because yeah, they're super important and sometimes I'm forgetting them and stuff. So let's talk about Krisk. He is in a hex set. He is basically built for Nightmare, but yeah, I could build him totally different now, since I know he will be in my hard team. So 72,000 HP, 2,800 defense, 246 speed, resistance and accuracy. That's basically what he needs, but he's way over the board for hard mode, and I recommend totally go on hellhades.com and just click on raid stage tool and just see what kind of accuracy and resistance you need for hard. Maybe you want to do, this team could probably go on brutal too and does 250 million, 200 million or something. So yeah, whatever you want to do. And he has lightning cage, so he can be even a better mischief tank. But yeah, I kind of did it because I had no idea where he's supposed to be. So yeah, at this point I don't think I need it anymore. And masteries are as following: for soaking up more damage, get up your resistance, and all those other tiny things. Wait, I have something like that. Maybe I wouldn't use it now, because yeah, I thought he's gonna be a single mischief tank, and when he's a single mischief tank, he is just not all the time your mischief tank. He will lose his own buffs at some points when he's just doing it by his own. Of course, you can go mastery. Some will is it that one? No, I think it was that one. No, there's a mastery. You can increase your 2-turn duration on buffs to a 3-turn duration for 30% chance, but it wasn't too consistent for me, so I kind of thought about different things like a buff extender, and everything was a little bit more easy. Let's talk about Mikage. So Mikage is in 9-piece protection, and she has following stats. Yeah, 64k HP, 3000 defense, 301 speed, 100, wait, that's crit damage. And accuracy is kind of on the point. I think it's okay for Hydra. What was it, hard? Yeah, it would be okay, so I don't take too much care about it. And masteries are as following. I think I gave her War Master for some reason, I don't even know. I think it's more about the healing and stuff, or why when I use her in dungeons, so she does a little bit more damage or something. But technically I don't know what I did, or if that even is targeted on Hydra or not, so maybe you can switch around a little bit, it wouldn't hurt you or something. And who is next? Talk about Marshall. So, lethal cruel gear. Yeah, 34k HP, 5500 attack, defense 1800, not as good as you might want, 235 speed, 291 crit damage, and yeah, accuracy, so she can land her stuff. I don't know if I can recommend whatever, because you might go on brutal or something, so you gotta check out what the accuracy minimum is and stuff. So yeah, that's on you. But mine is okay. I think for hard is 200, so yeah, or a little bit more, so whatever. So my Duchess is in region set and speed. I wanted her to be speedy, and I wanted her to be tanky, so she can survive the longest, and if anybody else dies, it doesn't matter, because she can revive everybody. Let's take a look at the stats. 77k HP, 3700 defense, 281 speed, and the rest basically doesn't matter. You can go for resistance. If you have more resistance, it's cool, so you can just avoid some stuff. So yeah, I do not have too much, but it's okay maybe to resist sometimes something. We do got masteries right here. Maybe they are not aimed for I don't know what I did right here, so maybe you can kind of a little bit trigger around. If you speed tune your champions on the end, who goes first, second, and so on, I probably would avoid everything that gives you turn meter, but you also can rock it and just get it out a little bit more often if you extend it anyway. So who else was left? Tunisia. And also I want to try next week to, instead of Tunisia, I will put a Mordecai in here and see how that works, because he's basically doing the same, placing the HP burn so we can do damage again. He's on a 4-turn cooldown, but yeah, maybe reflex, I would put reflex or something, so we don't have to aim for the highest damage overall. If it's 100 million plus, or still when you have a Mordecai, then it's still really nice, so who cares on the end. So we got 45k HP, 4700 attack, 256 crit damage, and accuracy is more than enough right here, so yeah, over 200. I think it's 200, don't quote me on that. Please don't. And we got cruelty, and yeah, that was it. Masteries are as following. I gave him Helm Smasher. On the end, I really don't know what kind of masteries are the best for damage and stuff, so yeah, maybe something else would be better. If you have other ideas, just yeah, get it out in the comments and let me know. Who else was in there? I think I forgot one. Who did I forget? Kresk, Duchess, Tunisia, Michinaki. Michinaki. Really nice champion, and yeah, like I said, I know not everybody has those champions exactly, but it's just for the idea and stuff, and you might want to know other things, how to do it, and yeah. It is not like he is the most important in here, I think. So we got, yeah, let's say 40k HP, 4500 defense, that's what he's aiming for, because he's defense based, 230 crit damage, not the best in the world, but yeah, that's just how it is. I can't do more on it. And 331 accuracy, it's a little bit too much, but yeah, it is how it is. I maybe could go a little bit lower, but I thought he may be in my Nightmare team or something, so that's why I went a little bit higher. Like my Krisk is totally made for Nightmare and not hard, so I can go more speed, more defense, more everything, and it would be probably okay because I don't need so many resistance and accuracy and stuff. I also gave him a Helm Smasher, maybe other things are better, just yeah, let me know if so. And I think that was it. Did I forget a champion? Yeah, let's check. People will get really mad if they're super interested and then I don't show whatever champion I used. Let's check. Duchess, Kresk, Tunisia, Michinaki, Mikage, and Marshal. Yeah, that was it. So that will be the end of the video. Don't forget to press the like button. It really would help me out totally. I'm still kind of a small YouTuber and I need all the support I can get. And if you haven't subscribed already, of course do so. And yeah, have a nice day.